Hello friends, greetings to all of you. I'm CA Meenu Sharma. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So today's topic is tax audit under section 44AB. Guys, under section 44AB, this is basically a term, a section which is included in Income Tax Act. Okay, so first we'll talk about the audit. What is audit? Audit is basically checking or inspection of books of accounts of a company or of an organization. And what is tax? Tax that is computed on the company's income or a person's income, individual's income. Okay. So tax audit is, there are two categories. First one is audit under Income Tax Act and the other one is audit under any other act. So under Income Tax Act, audit the same verification of books of account, the examination of books of account under the Income Tax Act. There we include two forms, Form 3CB and Form 3CD. Form 3CB is what? Basically it's an audit report. And what do you mean by audit report? Audit report is basically prepared by a chartered accountant after examining the books of accounts. In the audit report, if I say, this basically includes the information of a company, the business of a company, the name of the company, the address of a company of whose the books of accounts audited, the any kind of discrepancies if finded, the observations, whole kind of observations the auditor has done, and the opinion, finally auditor's opinion on the books of account. So these kind of things included in the form 3CB. And the second is 3CD. Form 3CD, basically it's a format where a list of particulars are included. As I told, some of them are same: the assessor's name, assessor's business, address, the financial year, the assessment year for which the audit is going to be done, and the other particulars like what are the depreciation method, what's the stock valuation method, the value of stock, value of depreciation. So similarly, there are so many things which is included in Form 3CD. Okay. And the next is audit under any other act. Any other act like Companies Act. If you have heard about the stock audit, cost audit, and the statutory audit, so these are held under the Companies Act. So here we use Form 3CA. Form 3CA is similar to the audit report as under the Income Tax Act, and the 3CD this is also similar as 3CD under the Income Tax Act. Okay guys, hope you are getting my points. Okay guys, before we move further, please like, subscribe and hit the bell icon button so that I can upload my upcoming videos. Please guys, support. Okay, next. Who is compulsorily required to get his accounts audited? ऐसे कौन से persons हैं जिनको audit करवाना ही होगा? The first one is in the case of business. See, there are so many businessmen जिनका टर्नओवर कम होता है, जिनका बहुत हायर होता है. So government has decided a limit, a threshold limit. So if we cross that limit, then we have to get our books of accounts audited. So in the case of business, if the total sale or gross receipts exceeds 1 crore, then we are eligible to get our accounts audited. Okay. And second, threshold limit increased from 5 crores to 10 crore if 95% business transaction is done through banking channel. Guys, what happened in this financial year 2021-22 onwards, the limit has been increased to 10 crore. Previously it was 5 crore, but only in the case where the 95% business transactions are held through the banking channel. Banking channel means account page check transactions. Okay guys, you got my point. So please remember it. The limit has been increased to 10 crore. Second point, in case of profession where the gross receipts exceed 50 lakh, then we have to compulsorily get our accounts audited. Okay guys, profession, kind of engineering, medical line, teaching profession, etc. ठीक है. The point number 3, an assessee who declares profit under section 44AD. What is section 44AD? It is a presumptive taxation scheme. Guys, if we see here in the note, I have mentioned here what is section 44AD. Basically, section 44AD, where we don't include the whole net profit, but we take a prescribed percentage of turnover as an income. Okay, so government has told us that 8% of turnover or 6% of turnover only in the case of digital receipt we can consider as our minimum net income. Okay guys, so this is called presumptive taxation scheme. यहाँ पे हमें असेसी को पूरा बुक्स ऑफ अकाउंट्स ऑडिट करवाना नहीं होता है, तो यहाँ पे सिंपली असेसी को 8% या 6% इन केस ऑफ डिजिटल रिसीट टर्नओवर का इतना परसेंट हमें कंसीडर करना होता है, दैट इज मिनिमम नेट इनकम, हमारा उसी पे ही टैक्स कंप्यूट होता है. ओके गाइज, एंड डिक्रीजेस प्रॉफिट फॉर एनी ऑफ 1 out of 5 assessment year after opting such scheme. सी गाइज, अगर कोई भी ये स्कीम ऑप्ट कर रहा है अंडर सेक्शन 44AD प्रिजम्पटिव टैक्सेशन स्कीम, जहां पे हमें 8% या 6% ही टर्नओवर का नेट इनकम दिखाना होता है, तो वहां पे गवर्नमेंट ने बोला वी हैव टू ऑप्ट दिस स्कीम एटलीस्ट फॉर 5 असेसमेंट ईयर्स. ओके, अगर उससे पहले हमने किसी भी असेसमेंट ईयर में अपना प्रॉफिट डिक्रीज करके दिखा दिया, डिक्रीजेस प्रॉफिट, किससे डिक्रीज किया? सी, नेट प्रॉफिट लेस देन प्रॉफिट कंप्यूटेड अंडर सेक्शन 44AD. जो भी प्रॉफिट हमने 44AD में कंप्यूट किया है, इफ द नेट प्रॉफिट इज लेस देन द 44AD प्रॉफिट. ठीक है, फर्स्ट, एंड नेट इनकम एक्सीड्स बेसिक एग्जाम्पशन लिमिट. सेकेंड पॉइंट इज, सो ये दोनों केसेस वहां पे अगर हो कि एक तो हमने प्रॉफिट हमारा कम दिखाया है, सेकेंडली हमारा जो नेट इनकम है वो बेसिक एग्जाम्पशन लिमिट दैट इज 2,50,000 उससे अगर एक्सीड कर रहा है, तो इन दोनों केसेस में भी हमें कंपल्शन हो जाएगा अपना बुक्स ऑफ अकाउंट्स ऑडिट करवाना. ओके गाइज, सो ये 3 पॉइंट्स है जहां पे वी आर कंपल्सरी रिक्वायर्ड टू गेट आवर अकाउंट्स ऑडिटेड. आई होप आप सबको ये समझ में आया होगा. गाइज, इन केस अगर आपको कहीं कोई भी इशू लग रहा है, कुछ नहीं समझ में आया, तो प्लीज़ गाइज कमेंट सेक्शन में मुझे बताइए. और इसके अलावा अगर आपको किसी और टॉपिक पे अगर चाहते हो कि मैं वीडियो बनाऊं, तो प्लीज़ मुझे कमेंट सेक्शन में बताइए. थैंक यू सो मच गाइज, थैंक्स फॉर योर सपोर्ट. बाय बाय, टेक केयर गाइज.